Good morning, good afternoon. It's your boy LeaveittoBeav, and buckle your seatbelts. It's May 24th, and these are the breaks.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
What's going on, fam? It's your boy LeaveittoBeav, and these are the breaks. Again, it is May 24th. It's a Wednesday. I just gotta get the day started. Now, I got a lot on my list. It's a lot that's been going on. Last night, the Heat Possums couldn't put Boston away. So we're going to Game 5, which is going to be, I got it here Thursday. And then, of course, the night before, we brought the brooms out for the Los Angeles Lakers. But before we jump into that, we're going to jump into some other things before I go ahead and slander the whole Lakers organization from top to bottom. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our Break Their Leave It segment. Our first one up is going to go ahead and step into the WNBA. And I'm going to give a big shout out to the Sparks and the Mercury. Brittany Griner, she necessarily her first game back in the WNBA. And I just want to talk about just the viewership. Over 1 million views for the Sparks versus Mercury. And the Sparks put on a clinic and actually won the game. Brittany Griner wasn't too shabby in her performance as well. But we got to keep that momentum going. I know Brittany Griner necessarily, when she was over in Russia and things like that, carried a few things. But overall, we just need to keep that momentum going for the WNBA so, they can expand that roster. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's very agitating that draft picks are getting cut because they don't got enough rosters in the WNBA because, the money flow is not there. But if we keep tuning in and pumping it up, the money flow will be there. Next Break Their Leave It segment is going to be Steve Nash. Steve Nash is actually currently right now interviewing for the Toronto Raptors job. And I would say this, Steve Nash, as long as Kyrie doesn't show up, he will do a good job in Toronto. He is a Canadian. He will do a fabulous job with that young core out there. And I wouldn't say the Raptors will make some noise, but they will be in the mix in regards to it. Steve Nash, a great point guard, would definitely, pump some information into those point guards and just have the offensive flowing. But if Kyrie shows up, that shit's going downhill immediately. Let's go ahead and shift gears. Let's go ahead and park it right now in the NFL. NFL has a lot going on. A few teams started OTAs in which, Aaron Rodgers is out there actually looking young and rejuvenated, right? You also have Jameis Winston out there in New Orleans helping David Carr in regards to his OTAs and things like that. But one team in particular actually has me upset, and I'm not even a fan of this team, but I'm just going to stop right here. The damn 49ers. The 49ers has me so upset due to the fact that they're saying their quarterback situation is kind of fluent, right? And they're actually going to give Sam McDonald most likely the starting job because they're saying that he has untapped potential in the office. And that just grinds my gear for the simple fact that you wasted a draft pick to draft a quarterback and you haven't gave him a chance in the system at all. You gave Purdy a chance because, he was hurt, right? But you haven't gave the young man a chance to shine. And I call her bullshit. You don't give Sam Donald, right, the kid from The Incredibles, an opportunity to win the starting position and shine because he's untapped. Fuck that. And I mean that because you're not giving a fair shot to the other quarterback. Now, Purdy, he's coming back. I get it. I'd rather see Purdy and the quarterback that you drafted other than Sam Donald. I just call bullshit, and I don't wish anything bad, but I do wish he throw a few interceptions and we can go ahead and speed through this bullshit process that you're trying to go through. Just go ahead and speed the process up. Let's go ahead and turn the car right back around. Let's go back to the NBA. The NBA is not too shabby. There is some news in regards to the coach job for the Phoenix Suns. And my, I don't know how the 2008 Boston Celtics ring is being flaunted so much like it's the shit, but I don't see it. It's just one championship out of so many. Doc Rivers has made it as a finalist to be the Phoenix Suns coach, up there with Nick Nurse, of course, Frank Vogel, and you have the assistant from Sacramento as well. Forgot his name, but don't hurt me, guys. But you can go ahead and look that up yourself. But Doc Rivers, my God, if it's not one Titanic ship he sinks, if it's not a miniaturized boat that he sinks, in regards to my Clippers, he went on to Philly and shattered the damn crack bell. Doc Rivers, everything he touches is not working, and I feel like he is the greatest fail-safe coach because he's going to find an excuse to say, hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was them. Doc, hang it up. I'm tired. Doc, I love you, but Doc, you got to hang it up. I honestly think that enough is enough and stop. Because honestly, I don't give a damn about Phoenix in regards to it because they beat us. But, hey, I don't want to put their fans through what the hell I've been through when I was there, right? 3-1 leads. You blew the 3-1 lead versus the Houston Rockets. You blew a 3-1 lead recently. Like, Doc, shit, when is it going to be you and assist? You blew a 3-1 lead in the bubble. Doc, it got to stop. Like, it's just enough is enough. Just take a deep breath. Go rest your voice because it's real raspy out here, okay? My God. Man, let's go ahead and take it away in regards to our NBA breakaway. LeBron retiring. What you think? I think it's bullshit. I think it's a bluff to get management to, shake it up a little bit. But LeBron, I'm telling you right now, don't shake it up too much, right? You got to keep that young core. It's a few people that I can tell you that can go right out the door. With the broom, it's going to be Beasley. He can go because he didn't do nothing. D'Angelo Russell, I like him, but you can ship him. Schroeder is hanging by this much of a thread. But you can keep Schroeder. You got to keep Rui. You got to keep Austin Reeves. I don't give a damn what's happening. You already shipped enough white boys as it is in regards to Alex Caruso. You can't lose another one. And I will also say Vanderbilt. What he needs to work on is the three-point shot from the corner. Simple as that. He can play defense, but he has to get a three-point shot. And if you ship those two, right, and you upgrade it, you don't need to go get Kyrie. You just need to get a point guard that can handle the damn ball, right, and get another center so AD can move out of the center position and move to the power forward position. That can do it. But just looking at the series overall, the brooms was out. Figueroa has been clean of all the filth of the Laker fans out there, right? All that mamba jamma that they was doing out there, all that's been swept away. I seen street cleaners coming down the street, cleaning up the street. It looks nice out there now. But LeBron, I will say this, LeBron looked gassed. He gave everything he can, right? And I honestly think him going back to Denver would just have been a real ass whooping that just we didn't want to see live on TV, right? It would have been something from a Rocky movie, right? Just throwing the damn towel. That's what it would have been like if LeBron and the crew went back to Denver. But LeBron hasn't necessarily said it. He can retire. He can do this, y'all. And it's call me crazy if you want to. He can retire. Go ahead and enjoy seeing his son play at USC. Rest his body. Get surgery done on his foot. And then from there, right, once his son is drafted, he can join any team he wants to because he can come out of retirement, right? But I'll be damned LeBron hangs it up after getting swept. It's just not in his DNA. LeBron is not built that way. And I'll be damned if he does that, right? If he does that, you can go ahead and cut the debate between him and MJ and Kobe because I can tell you right now, they didn't go out on swept. Now, Kobe did go out not making the playoffs, but goddamn it, he drops a hell of enough points on somebody's head top before he went out the door. MJ went out fighting, and of course he came back and played on the team and played for the Washington Wizards, and you know how that went. It didn't go too good, but damn it, he went out swinging as he did. But LeBron, if you retire, man, you had a hell of a run, but knowing you, LeBron, and knowing how you are, you're going to have a farewell tour. It's not just going to go that way. On your farewell tour, I already know your BFF is going to be there. The op of the year, Draymond Green, he's going to be there with you because you know he loves you, right? I've never seen a love ship so strong before, and it's that clutch bullshit. I'm telling you, Rich Paul, I don't know what you got in that seasoning, but my God. All right. Hey, but before we keep going, I'm going to jump into some more key points, but we got to go pay these bills. But when we come back, we're going to jump into Denver and how Denver changed things around. Hey, these the breaks. See y'all soon.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss, raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. It's your boy, LeaveittoBeav. And again, these are the breaks. Now, before we went to break, I was saying, hey, we're going to talk about Denver. The main thing I just want to say, and I'm just going to keep it very candid and short. I hope you're staring at me, America. I'm just going to be very honest with you, right? Shut the fuck up about the Lakers. You have Denver, a franchise that just have reached the finals for the first time. And all we keep talking about is how the Lakers can make it a better place. I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about pure basketball. I want to hear about Jokic, and I want to hear about how Murray couldn't be stopped, right? I want to hear about Reggie Jackson finally making it to the finals for the first time. Shit, even DeAndre Jordan is even there, right? Jeff Green. Let's hear about some players that never did something. I don't want to keep hearing day after day after day after day, even though I just talked about it a few minutes ago, about LeBron's retirement or how the Lakers can get better or this, that, and the fourth. Let's show and pay respect to teams that's still in the grind. That's all I wanted to say. All right, let's jump into games of the week now. Games of the week, Game 5, of course. Boston sex party and the Heat Possum. Now, y'all probably thinking why I call them the sex party. I'm actually going to jump into it in a few minutes. But Miami, put it away, please. Put this away. Can we put in the Boston sex party immediately, right? Because I'm telling you right now, the Heat and Jimmy can do it. But if you keep playing with your food like Boston has always been doing, playing with their food, necessarily you're going to end up on the back end of fucked up history. And I'm just going to tell you right now, you don't want to be part of that. So Game 5, I feel like Jimmy Buckets will show his teeth, and he will put it away in Boston in Jimmy Bucket fashion with his cup of coffee as well. Now, America, I know you're probably thinking, why did I call Boston the Boston sex party, right? Now, of course, it's a pun on the Boston Tea Party, as we all know. With that, they poured the tea due to the taxes and all that rah-rah bullshit. But this sex party here, right, is getting derailed because of someone's wife and pride. Someone's pride in that organization resulted in the proper coach, Ime Udoka, who's now with the Houston Rockets, that could actually help and save Boston, right? Boston wouldn't be in the predicament they're in because Ime Udoka would have made the proper adjustments. Now, the coach they have now just reminds me of a weasel, right? And I feel like he doesn't know what the hell is going on. It was game 2. Actually, I'm sorry, game 2 and 3. He fucked up on both of them. In which when the Heat was going on a run, he didn't call a timeout. He just let them just run amok all over Boston. And I feel like he's inexperienced, right? Let me correct myself. He's inexperienced in this situation because he's leaving too many opportunities that Ime Udoka, who has been on multiple benches, has been sitting there multiple times, and he's a pedigree of the Spurs, i.e. Popovich, and he's been working night and day in his craft, right? And because of that, this little sex brigade that took place, right? Ime Udoka must have been doing something right in that room in which somebody probably was hurt. And that man's wife must be telling him every night about Ime Udoka, and he said, you know what, enough is enough. And I'm going to tell you right now, that pride alone is what's costing Boston this series. We could go down, I can blame Tatum, I can blame Jalen, but rumor has it that players are still not feeling comfortable with the coach. The staff is not feeling comfortable with the decision of firing him. Well, shit, it's too late now. So guess what? Someone's pride has cost Boston the AFC championship, right? Now, y'all probably, well, no, yes. Someone's wife and pride cost y'all the AFC championship. They cost you an opportunity to reign on the Lakers. So now y'all can just pretty soon enjoy them in Cancun. I guarantee it, all right? Let's go ahead and jump into breaking the code, right? It's a few people out here that's breaking the code, and I'm going to start first with someone that's going to have a lot of people out of money or damn near losing their job. The NFL has announced that they're going to come out with a flex schedule starting around week 13 of the NFL. Now, you're probably thinking, Beav, what the hell is a flex schedule? Flex schedule basically means Thursday night games, Sunday night games, and Monday night games can all be kind of altered to bring forth like prime teams, i.e. the Cowboys, for God's sakes. We're not going to bring them up, but, teams like Philly, Chiefs, and things like that. The rule is teams cannot play, just speaking hypothetically for Thursday, teams cannot play more than twice on Thursday. So that means we can't keep seeing the Raiders every Thursday. Now, you're probably thinking, what's the gripe? The gripe is that this is going to hinder not only the NFL, but fans, right? Let's just use this example because the owner from the Raiders brought it up, right? You got all these Raider fans coming from Los Angeles, and you have them traveling down for a Thursday night game, right? Let's say they say, you know what, fuck it, cancel that game. Let's move it to the upcoming Sunday, and let's bring forth another team. That's kind of messed. That's just not even kind of messed up. That is messed up because now fans have to play the seesaw game with the league to try to figure out what their team is doing. Let's say if they move my team from Thursday to Monday, that means now I have to, or from Sunday to Monday, now I have to pay for extra room and board in this city. I have to fork out more money for this city. Now they're saying they're going to let people know in 28 days. I don't think that the NFL ever fucking booked with Expedia, but I don't think Expedia is going to make me change that goddamn quick. I don't think they never booked any flights and things like that because literally flights will tell you, excuse my language, go fuck yourself. And, this ticket's a voucher and things like that. So they're really going to mess up the complexity of it. And it really grinds my gears because the NFL is already fucking pulling my chain right now. And I'm really mad with this YouTube bullshit. Not having it on DirecTV, I got to buy a YouTube TV and all this rigmarole. And I don't even know if I can share the password because if I can share the password, it's up and it's stuck. I'm telling you that right now, right? I'm getting this shit for free. So NFL, figure it out. It was 8 teams that said no. Other teams say yes. I don't know why these other teams say yes. Maybe they're in regards to needing money and shit. But I know for a fact the Raiders said hell no, and I'm along with those other teams. Hell no. Because I know us as fans, we was like, damn, these Thursday nights suck. I'd rather it suck than me necessarily sitting here, and if I go off and go see a team or something like that, and I'm stuck sitting here with extra money and running out of shit or pinning up my house for mortgage and shit like that, right? So NFL, mark your days, because this shit is not it. All right? Hey, y'all. We got to go pay some more bills, and when we come back, we're going to jump into gambling. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I need some money, but not the way they getting their money. I'll see you in a moment.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services.
Welcome back. It's your boy, LeaveittoBeav, and these are the breaks. Before we left, I was talking about gambling. I'm just going to give you a quick history about gambling and how it's already kind of messing up things. Alabama's head baseball coach. Quick story. He placed a bet with his friend about his team losing. His team goes out there. He plays a pitcher that hasn't really played that often, almost end up winning a game, but necessarily lost. Comes back, they find out that he placed a bet, and he's in trouble. I'm just going to let you know right now, gambling is out there. It's going crazy. We already had football players in the NFL already tearing it up with that. And I'm just going to let you know right now, gambling is an addiction. If you have a gambling problem, take care of it. But gambling is going to literally jeopardize a few, and I wouldn't say a few. It's going to jeopardize a lot of alternatives on games. It's going to necessarily hinder kids in regards to it. Because think about it, right? Me as a top athlete, my coach has a gambling problem. He's taking me out of games where that can change my life in regards to draft stock and things like that. So this is really a terrible situation that needs to get in order. So I'm just going to tell you now, this is Beav opinion, right? If you have a gambling problem, get the fuck away from me, right? Because I don't need you around me trying to jeopardize shit that I'm around, right? Asking me, can I borrow your shoes because I need $10? I don't need that, right? It's like a crackhead, the normal crackhead line. I don't need that. It sounds like an itch that's going on, an addiction, right? And we don't need that going on. So as gambling picks up, let's be more smart about it, people. All right? Oh, my God. It's the best time of all. Heartbreak Hotel. We have a special tonight. Buy 10, get 10. You buy 10 wings, any flavor you want. Bone in, you get an extra 10 for free for the Los Angeles Lakers. I couldn't wait. The brooms was handy. The sweep came out, and me there waiting in my cabana, I see the purple and gold arriving, and I say, you son of a guns, I'm happy you're here. We can drink together. We can indulge because Fig is pretty quiet right now. And we can enjoy each other, right? I don't give a damn if you got 17 championships, but did you win 18? No, so you still stuck at 17. And honestly, we didn't get a championship together this year. So shit, we can just talk about and shoot the shits, right? We can play 5-on-5. We can beat you in regular season, i.e. the Clippers. But other than that, we don't give a fuck, right? We just want to talk shit in regards to letting you know that you stink. We really stink. You blew it in the in the pivotal way, right? You stink. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. You stink, and it doesn't matter what you say to me. I don't really care. I honestly want Laker fans to jump in all the comments of this episode, and I want you to just vent. This is a safe space. I'm not even going to talk back to you. This is a very safe space for you to talk about it. But just know you stink. Darvin Ham stinks. LeBron, he's okay. He stinks too. AD, soft as cotton, stinks. And that's about Jeannie Buss, her boyfriend. Everybody stinks. Everybody, right? Stinkers. All right? Just pure PU. All right. Breaking the bank, I'm going to let y'all know we're going to still stick with the Lakers. I'm not done with y'all yet. This might as well just be a Lakers Brigade show because I'm just going to just humble the shit out of y'all. Austin Reeves, the young core, Rob Pelinka, I don't care what you do. I'm all for it. I'm all for breaking the bank a little bit in regards to Austin Reeves because, hey, he was one of the players that was keeping y'all in the series. Him and that young core. Do not be dumb and ship the young core off trying to do something stupid. I will honestly say use your draft pick to find another young piece because, you know, I don't know if you haven't seen the writing on the wall or, you know, look across the hall to see how the Clippers is going. Youth is in, and if you see the Clippers, we went to go get veterans. That shit didn't work out. And you kind of see the teams that's still alive right now, i.e. Denver, youth is in. So stick with the youth. Don't be dumb. Sign Austin Reeves. Move those players I said earlier around, and we will be okay. And it's about that time. Whew. I told y'all buckle y'all seatbelts. Laker fans. This segment is called Humble. Me. Just want to make sure I'm here. The segment is called Humble for the simple fact you need to be humble. Now, Beav is a basketball connoisseur. I love basketball. I do not hate the Lakers, right? To my left, you see Kobe. I rock with Kobe heavy, right? Now, that like him be my teams? Hell no, right? But what Kobe stand for and how he projected himself, love it. Shaq Diesel, member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, love him, right? Love him dearly. But you Laker fans, I don't like. And I'm just going to be honest with you, right? You need to be humbled, right? We don't give a damn about your 17 championships. We don't give a damn that, hey, you coming with the excuse. We wasn't supposed to be here. No, excuse my language. Fuck that. Once you played your way in to the playoffs, you are now here. Don't come up with bullshit ass excuses to make you sleep at night. Because I can come up with excuses, right? I can say Kawhi was hurt. I can say PG was hurt. I can say, hey, my team was hurt. But y'all quickly will shove me to the side and say, no, that is an excuse. So guess what? Those are our excuses. Oh, our coaches knew. I don't give a damn, right? You need to be humble. Those 17 championships didn't save you from that ass whooping that Denver did. They literally bent you over, put you on their lap like the old days, and said 4 good slapperoos to the backside until you get the hell out of here, right? It's the same shit that I'll be doing to y'all on Instagram. So you should follow me because I don't let up when it comes to those memes, right? I will necessarily bleed you and bleed it because you need to be humble. Now, you can try to slander Mr. Slender myself, but it's not going to work. 17 championships is not going to faze me, right? Me being a resident of Staples Center is not going to faze me because little did y'all know, the Staples Center, Crypto Arena is owned by the Kings. So damn near everybody's paying rent to the Kings. So we don't want to hear that bullshit, right? What you going to tell me, right? Well, you haven't made it to the NBA Finals in 53 years. Well, for God's sakes, the Clippers have been ass in San Diego. Matter of fact, they moved from Buffalo to San Diego. It's a whole story, but we don't give a damn about that, right? What I give a damn about is logic, and a lot of y'all don't use logic. Laker fans, you want to trade everybody after you lose. Hey, shut up and relax. If y'all supposed to be purple and gold, which means royalty and wealth, right? Let's necessarily look at it like this. Act like you've been somewhere before. Oh, we used to this, we true to this. You're not. You acting like a fucking 5-year-old that doesn't know their left from their right. You acting like immature brats. Tighten up. Humble yourself. And understand that losses come with things. Be happy with the season you got. For all this shit that y'all be talking and searching for, it ain't it. But before I go, you stink. You really stink. Hey, y'all. This has been another episode of The Breaks. Me, myself, LeaveittoBeav. Hey, before I go, I want y'all to follow me on IG at LeaveittoBeav31 and on Twitter at LeaveittoBeav31. And if you miss me, you can definitely find me on Sundays at We Don't Make the Rules podcast, 5:30 as well. But I'm going to tell you before I go, hey, America, I love y'all. Don't partake in no sex parties like Boston. And don't be like the Lakers, running around stinking up the joint. Y'all enjoy yourselves.